Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special edition of the Stogie Geek Show. I am here with Nester Miranda. Nester, welcome to the show.
How you doing?
I have on the lines via Skype Mr. Will Cooper. Will, welcome.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Nester.
Hi, Will. How you doing, man?
We
Doing excellent.
Yeah, we had an outstanding opportunity to have Nester live here in studio. He was doing an event next door at the Havana Cigar Club, and we've got a lot of exciting things to talk about, including your new line of cigars, which we're both smoking now. Will, I don't think we got some out to you, but I'll smoke one for you, so it's okay.
No, we don't want to send any to it.
Yeah.
Just rub it in, guys.
So, Nester, for our audience, tell everyone a little bit about your background and your role in the cigar industry.
Well, I started my business in 1989, like any American business, in one-car garage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the same thing, the Ford Motor Company,
Apple
Harley,
computer,
and
yeah.
so on and so on. And we grow pretty nicely. You know, the first year we sold 85,000 cigars, which that's what I smoke right now.
That's how many cigars you smoke in a year?
So
Or a
the following year, we doubled the business. We're talking about 1985, which is before the boom.
Mm-hmm.
And every year we doubled the business. I was in the liquor business at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I told my wife, business is doing great. I want to quit my business. And I say, no, you don't do that. You stay in your business. I handle it. Don't worry about it. We're doing good. So we double every year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in 1998, I was doing about 1 million cigar, which is pretty good size for a small company like ours. And then we went to 2 million cigar, 3 million cigar. At that time, I retired from Southern Wine and Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So in 1994, we're doing 3.5 million cigar. The boom is there already.
Yeah.
So 1996, we went from 3.5 million cigar to unbelievable 12 million cigar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that was
Wow.
amazing, totally amazing. And you know, my business went up. And my company started doing some big business in USA. You know, so by 1996, I did about over 12 million cigar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in every business has up and down. I got my high, I got my low. I went low because I lost a line of cigar and I lost half of the business in that line. But I recoup. You know, it took me a long time to recoup.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who took the line from us, they're no longer in the tobacco business.
Mm-hmm.
So it took me a long time to recoup. And today, this year is my 25th anniversary in the cigar business.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I think it's amazing from a small company like we are. We're still a small company.
Mm-hmm.
It's a boutique company. But we grew up strongly, you know, with dedication, with strength. And, I mean, this is my passion.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have a passion for something that you do well.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you do with a passion, you do well.
So what's been the most significant change from your perspective in the last 25 years in the cigar industry?
I think the cigar business is very unique. I used to be in the liquor business for 25 years, and it's very similar to, it's a tangible thing, you know. You go to the liquor store, you try to put your brand there, you got to expand your SKU. We do the same thing in the tobacco business. But I think the most important thing in the tobacco business is be yourself. You know, when you go to the tobacco, you introduce yourself, and you got to be humble with those people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess I'm that kind of guy. I love everybody. So when I go places, I introduce myself. I try to be nice with all the people that I meet all over the United States. I travel all over the United States. And it's an amazing business. It's a beautiful business. And like I said before, it's my passion. And believe it or not, I'm 71, so I'm still working and still selling. So keep smoking, man.
Yeah, I find that it's one of the interesting and unique things about the cigar industry. It's very much a personal,
it is personal,
face-to-face kind of industry.
You are selling. And that's what I tell my sales force. You gotta sell yourself first.
Right.
and then the line the cigar that you sell.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't sell yourself, if the people don't like you, they won't buy your cigar.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
I agree.
So I travel with my sales force all over the U.S., and to me, it's great to go to Tulsa, Wichita, Miami, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, and meet people. Like here, I'm here today, and it's a beautiful people in the tobacco shop. If I can say this on the TV, I say 98% of the people in the tobacco shop are great people and 2% are douchebags. But that's okay,
Usually how it goes.
Not a big thing about it.
So other than visiting here, where's your favorite place in the U.S. to visit?
It's too many places to say what is my favorite place. It's too many places. Of course, I live in Miami, and I know a lot of tobacconists in Miami, and I play domino. I love to play domino, and I play domino every day. So to me, it's incredible when I play domino. I mean, I'm involved in so many things, and we throw the pieces, and we talk bad word, sometimes. But that's part of the thing, It's a Cuban tradition, playing domino.
Yeah. And so is that what your retirement? Is that what you're going to play dominoes?
The word retirement is not in my vocabulary.
Oh, okay. I was told that
No,
you're stepping down from day-to-day operations, not retirement.
It's not retirement.
Right.
The thing that I leave the office. I got my son-in-law in charge of the Miami Cigar Company, which is a great guy, Jason Wood. But he take care of the everyday business. I go there, say hello, how you doing? What do you need from me? Nothing, good. I play domino.
Go play dominoes.
Yeah.
So we'll still be seeing you, Nester.
What do you say, Willie?
We'll still be seeing you around. That sounds like.
Absolutely, you're gonna see me until
great
I
news.
reach another maybe 95 years old or something like that.
There we go. I was like, I hope he's going to be in Vegas, that's for sure.
I'll be in Vegas, and I
All
see you in
right.
Vegas. We're gonna have the new cigar in Vegas, and you coming to my party. Excuse
Oh,
me.
I'm there.
We're gonna be at the Villaggio. We're gonna have the biggest party in Vegas. So you come to my booth so I can give an invitation, because I want you there. Okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure.
So, Nester, you've got a new line of cigars out. Why don't you tell people about the
Thank
new
you
line?
for talking about that.
Yes, I'm smoking one now. It's very good.
I think
Enjoying it.
this new line of cigar, believe it or not, I was in a cruise with all my sales force to Cozumel, Mexico, and in the cruise, we have a meeting, and Jason Wood.
So wait, you have a company meeting that's a cruise.
And the cruise.
Cozumel.
Nester
Yeah.
does it
So
right. Nester
Yeah.
does it right.
Do you have any?
That's the way we
do you
are.
have any positions open? Are you hiring?
No, that's the way we are. So in the cruise, there was a table covered with, something. I can see nothing on the table. So Jason Wood is talking about Miami Cigar, 25 years. My father-in-law, my mother-in-law started this business 25 years ago. And they can go to any business, and they went to the tobacco business. So I am very proud that they went to a tobacco business with they built a beautiful company. And today, we're going to show Nester Miranda, the new line on Nester Miranda collection. And I say, what the heck is talking about, So unveil the whole table, and it was a new boxes of Nester Miranda collection, the new band, everything was practically new. And I look at it and say, that's fantastic. I say, you know something? I'm impressed. I love it. And I think I love it because it's the finesse of the band, the boxes, the tobacco is excellent. Tobacco is made by Pepin Garcia, which is a dear friend of mine. And, we tried the tobacco. We had the first kickoff in Phoenix, and we sold 100 boxes in one store.
Wow.
And everybody came to me and said, Nester, this is unique. This is unbelievable tobacco. Congratulations, you got a winner.
Now I want to talk about the packaging first, because we were actually commenting before the show on the band, and I really I think Mark Jr.'s comment was kind of Art Deco. It's different, and there's a whole strategy behind packaging, and for whatever reason I just looked at the packaging and it was very instantly kind of appealing to me.
Yes,
and I think
it
it's
is.
important.
It
Obviously,
is.
the tobacco has
It
to
is.
support that, but I really do like the packaging.
Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to have a good tobacco.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
the
you have a good
band, the
cigar, right.
boxes
Yeah,
is secondary.
right.
Now, when you have a good tobacco, then you got to put a nice band to it. We had a problem before Nester Miranda collection that everything is identical. So people get confused. Which one is a Maduro? Which one is the Habano? Which one is a Connecticut? Today, we have a complete different setup. We have the Maduro red, we have the Connecticut blue, and the Habano green. So people can select whatever they want, but they know what is the red, what is the blue, and what is the Habano. So, we come out with that concept. The boxes are unique. The whole presentation, the POS that we have is out of this world, out of this world. We are advertising in Cigar Snob. We advertising in Cigar Aficionado, which it's been a long time that I do advertising in Cigar Aficionado, and I'm glad to go back to Cigar Aficionado. It's a great magazine. So it's amazing when you advertise in those magazines how many people get back to you and say, Nestor, I saw you in Cigar Aficionado. I saw you this. It is good. It is fantastic. So I think Vegas is going to be for us an unbelievable convention. Unbelievable. Because everybody's talking about our new cigar. Everybody love it. The new style that we have in the cigar, the band, the boxes, unique.
Yeah, but let's talk a little bit about the tobacco. Now, I'm smoking the Maduro in the Corona Gorda size. You said that all of these blends were blended from
Pepin
from my father factories.
Pepin is a dear friend of mine. Actually, when I went to see Pepin a long time ago in Miami, and I said, Pepin, I would love very much that you do a cigar for me. And I say, Nestor, if I want to do a cigar for somebody, it would be you. But I don't have the capacity of that right now. It was a long time ago. And I say, Pepin, you call me when you're ready. No problem. So he called me maybe 6 months later. And I say, Nestor, where are you? I'm in Miami. He said, well, get your ass over here in Nicaragua. So next day I was in Nicaragua, and then I went to the factory, and I say, let's start blending cigar. So we start blending, some of the blending I like it, some I don't like it. And Pepin knew right away, and he gave me a blend that it was fantastic. And I say, I like this blend. Let's do it. So I said, okay, we're going to start doing business in the new factory. Actually, your cigar will be the first one in the new factory. Say, let's do it, Pepin. Let's do it. So we started coming out with the Nester Miranda collection. But that was not the new thing. You need something big in the marketplace to put a line of cigar.
Yeah.
So
you need to differentiate yourself with all the cigars.
Of course. There's so many brands, and they're all good brands. So in order to change the Nester Miranda to a new brand in the marketplace, we come out with the idea of Nester Miranda Day, June 12th. Okay, so what are we going to do? So they told me, okay, we're going to give away 20,000 Dano, which is 5.5 by 7.5. 56 by 7.5. I said, wait. That cigar is about $10 a piece.
So you want
me to give away 20,000 cigar? Now who's paying for this?
Yeah.
I say, you're paying for this. Wait a minute. Let me digest this and let me think about it. So I went home and I started thinking about it. And I say, what's the good or the bad about it? So there was more good than bad. And I came back the next day and said, okay, tell me how we're going to do it. So, okay, we're going to declare June 12th the Nester Miranda Day. Okay, so what are we going to do? So we're going to have a video of yourself talking to people. We're going to give that video to the tobacco shop all over the U.S. So my daughter is in the video business. So I say, Dad, I take the video. Okay, let's do it. So in the video, I talk to people and I say, okay, I'm Nester Miranda. I have a cigar that I want to give to you. But with one condition, June 12th, you're going to smoke the cigar for me. So you go to any tobacco shop that you go, local tobacco shop, buy any cigar, and I will give you one of my cigars. NC. So it was amazing. So we sent to certain tobacconists boxes free of the Dano. So people were going to the places and say, I heard that I can buy a cigar and you're going to give me one free. Yes. So they buy whatever they like. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And I give you one of mine free.
That's something.
That was, no company have done that. I'm talking about big company in USA that they had the potential and the money.
That's some, for a lot of reasons. That's
Very,
very
strong
awesome
for a
marketing.
small
right?
company
Yeah.
like my company do that, giving away 20,000 cigars. And it was amazing, the result. There's one company in Washington, D.C., that they don't want our cigar. They don't want it for obvious reason. So we send the 2 boxes anyhow. So we're going to send you 2 boxes. So people went to the store and bought a cigar, and they say, can I have my cigar free? Of course, give them cigar free. So he called me back in a couple of weeks, and I say, Nester, you're a real son of a bitch. How many sizes you have in this cigar?
Yeah. I want to
Say,
place an order. Yeah.
Send me 10 boxes of each.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So my company was established on my brand that day, June 12th. And from that day on, Miami Cigar and Nester Miranda has been a brand in the USA, a brand. So every time I go to the store and I introduce myself, people know me, Then I send one of my pictures. I got a picture frame, and,
Yeah.
remember my name. And it's been very nice, beautiful, beautiful.
So, tell us about that was not the One Life campaign that was attached. Is that a separate marketing kind of program that you have for?
Right.
So what does that entail?
Okay, the new cigar that we have right now is we got to change things in company. Every company change, like a Ford Motor Company change design, for Fusion, whatever. And Mustang come out with a different line. In the cigar business, I think you got to change, because if you don't change, you go down, and down, and then it's too late to change.
Right.
So we noticed that we have to change in the tobacco business and come out with a new breed of cigar. I think Nester Miranda collection, the new breed, is going to be exceptional. I think people are going to accept that very well, very well. And we see in every place that we go and we show the cigar and people try the cigar, they love it. We're making a good cigar.
This cigar is, to talk about the cigar, so it's very smooth. I don't find, like, typical from some of the blends from my father, right? A lot of spice and pepper. Not that it's not, like, smooth, right? But it has different components. This one is just, like, very kind of smooth and mellow.
Exactly.
Even throughout, almost about halfway through.
Even we have the Connecticut. Connecticut is not a type of cigar that I like it very much. And the Connecticut that we have from Pepin is quite different. It's Ecuador wrapper. So when you try the Ecuador wrapper with the components, the filling that we have, it tastes magnificent.
No, that one does have a little more spice and pepper components to
Absolutely,
it, right? Yeah.
absolutely. The Habano, which I love the Habano.
Yeah, that's what you're smoking now.
It's great. And the Maduro is broadleaf Maduro. We have Dominican, Nicaragua. We even have Brazilian in it. So it changed the whole concept of the cigar, totally. So I think people are going to go into trying our cigars and say, my God, this is a great cigar.
Will, did you have questions for Nester?
Yeah, so Nester, besides, the launch of the Nester Miranda collection, you guys have also launched your 25th anniversary cigar. Now, I believe that's the first cigar that you've actually put the Miami Cigar brand on. Is that correct?
You're right, 100% right. We put a 25th anniversary, and we had a humidor, like you said, piano look, black, gorgeous, shiny. And then we have 20 coffin cigars, 10 made by Pepin, 10 made by Guillermo Leon, which is my brother. And that box, that humidor, was so successfully that we sold the 500 boxes in 2 weeks.
And what they're doing next door with that is everyone who buys one of the cigars from that box automatically gets into a raffle, and they're going to raffle off that humidor. So I bought one of each. So I'm hoping
Thank you very much.
I get the humidor.
We need your support. We need your support. I was in a store in Hamilton, I think it's New Jersey, Actually, this is a brand new store, and the guy put the humidor. We got the whole Miami cigar portfolio there, and he was selling each cigar for $29. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "No, I want to sell cigar to people. $29 a piece. I never sold a cigar in my company for $29. I'm not Davidoff. I'm not, a big guy, which I respect Davidoff. But anyhow, people were buying the cigar and trying the cigar, and there was a guy, maybe 2 or 3 guys, who bought the cigar, and I came back and said, "This is an amazing cigar. You have more humidor." He said, "Yeah, we got more." So I said, "Let me have one." I was $500 right there, and I said, "Let me have one humidor." Then I signed the humidor. I said, "Thank you very much." I said, "Nester, this is an amazing cigar. I never had anything like it in my life." And I said, "Well, thank you so much. Made me very proud today." So he bought a humidor. So we sold, selling cigar by cigar, we sold 3 humidor, and we sold the whole box of 20 cigars for $29 a piece. So make me think about it that I may come out with the Miami cigar boxes pretty soon, because it was very successful. So if we come out, we want to come out with a box of Miami Cigar 25th. Beautiful box. And I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Are you going to pick which one is going to be the official 25th?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Well, I'll let you know.
So are you collecting feedback from your sales representatives?
You got to do something. When your cigar is successful, people like it, then you got to come out with something, to satisfy the need of the marketplace. So I'm coming with the 25th.
Awesome.
Pretty soon. It won't be in Vegas, but it's coming.
Well, you had more questions for Nester.
Yeah, so Nester, you mentioned that you have a strong relationship with Guillermo and La Aurora.
Very, very strong. Very strong.
Yeah, and we were actually just talking about before the show about La Aurora Cien Años Maduro is one of our favorites on the show. In fact, I'm smoking it now, but I guess there was an announcement made this week that there's another La Aurora Connecticut broadleaf coming out.
Yes, sir. We coming out with that broadleaf, and we also come out with we designed a new box of La Aurora. It's going to have a bigger and aggressive lion.
Nice.
No, the quiet lion that they have. And when I saw the box in Miami, and it impressed me. And I think, yes, let's do it. Let's show this to Guillermo, because I don't make the final, yes or not. Guillermo is the owner. So they showed that to Guillermo. Jason Wood went to Dominican Republic, and Guillermo loved it. And I think that box at the RTDA, when you see it, you're going to love it, Will. It's aggressive. It's a very aggressive lion. It's not that kind of lion that La Aurora have from generation. It's the new lion in La Aurora.
I love it.
That's cool.
And it's called Untamed?
Yes, you got it. Untamed.
Okay.
Will is our encyclopedia
Will
of cigar
is
knowledge.
Will is very prepared. Yeah.
Journalist, yes. Will's the journalist of the bunch.
No.
So how did you get the name? I don't even feel I need to ask this question after sitting down with you for this amount of time. The most interesting man in the cigar business.
Well, I can say it now, but we can't say it anymore. Because I didn't. It was a tobacco magazine called Cigar Snob. They come out with the theme of Nester Miranda, the most interesting man in the cigar business. And, I love it. It was nice. And the whole...
How can you not like that?
Yeah,
right?
the whole United States love it. And every time I go places, the most interesting man in the cigar business is here, and so on. So we use it for maybe a couple of years. So after a couple of years, we got a call in Miami Cigar from lawyers from Dos Equis.
Yes.
And they were very nice. They were very professional. Say, Jason Wood. Yes, you the GM of Miami Cigar? Yeah, okay. I'm so-and-so. I represent Dos Equis, and I'm the lawyer for Dos Equis. And, what you're using, the most interesting man in the cigar business, you cannot use that anymore because we do own that, the most interesting man. And Jason saying, yeah, but it's in the beer business. Yeah, but you already said the most interesting man. So we came to you very polite to say you can't use that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So Jason will say, okay, no problem. We never use it again. So we never use it in paper again. But when I go places, they introduce me like
Yeah.
the most interesting man in cigar business. What the heck I'm gonna do? I say, hey, you can do that anymore, but one time, that's all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's there. It was established already. So I'm looking forward to meet Dos Equis men.
So you get the most interesting man.
So I can
Dos
look
Equis
at
and
him
cigar.
and I say, you are the most interesting man in the beer business. Allow me to give you a cigar because I am the most interesting man in the cigar business.
And he
I'm
should give you a
looking
Dos
forward.
Equis.
And what the heck he's going to say? No, I'm the one. No, you know. I'm very looking at you anyhow, so. No, and I like that. It was good. You like that, Will, eh?
This is good.
I love it. I love it.
Well, any final questions for Nester before we get to kind of our silly questions?
No, I think we're good. I think we're good.
So we're gonna.
It's okay, Will. No more question. No more
Well,
question.
questions.
Look, you see him
want to break
thinking
any of the news on Stogie,
Hey,
so
listen.
give me the opportunity.
Next time I look at you, I want to see my box behind you.
That's right.
My picture behind you.
We're gonna work. I knew
Okay.
it. We're gonna work that out.
Okay.
You got it.
I love you.
You too, buddy.
So we have this little game called 5 Questions. It's just 5 random questions. You ready?
Nothing sexually.
Maybe.
Okay.
I can't promise that. 3 words to describe yourself.
I'm the most interesting man in the cigar
There you go.
business. Good.
If you were a serial killer, what would be your weapon of choice?
A cigar.
If you wrote a book about yourself, what would the title be?
The man.
In the popular game of Ask Grabby Grabby, do you prefer to go first or second?
I'm first all the time.
Okay. If you could pick 2 celebrities to be your parents.
That should be man or female?
1 man, 1 female. Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily
Okay,
have to
female would be Sofia Vergara. I love that woman. I love that woman. A man, I think, to me, I love Clint Eastwood.
be.
He's a great guy.
Good choice.
Yeah, great
Cigar
guy.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
So I got the best man and the best woman in the world.
It's awesome.
Excellent.
Excellent. Any breaking news that you want to break here on the Stogie Geeks and tell us
I
what's
can't
going
tell
on
you
next?
because
No.
I have to kill you.
With a cigar, nonetheless. Nester, thank you very much for
My
appearing
pleasure.
on the Stogie
My
Geeks show. It's a
Okay,
pleasure having
Will,
you in the
take care,
studio.
buddy.
I'll see you in Vegas, buddy.
Yes, sir. Hey, you coming to my party, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much. That was awesome.
Thanks, Nester.
That was a lot of
you.
fun. I'm glad you could make it out to the studio. We'll send you guys the links.
That was
Can we post a video?